Oh, well, listen, with Father's Day around the corner, we want to make sure it is a winning day for Dad this Father's Day with this next recipe. Now, it has everything needed to warm his heart. There is a curry. I'm talking there's lamb. And just to make things easier on you, we've got the cook in the house to show us how we've turned it into a tray bake. This sounds delicious. I've never thought of making this recipe as a tray bake.
Well, it's so easy, and you could cheat it even further. If you've got a pan that can cook, go into the oven,
yes,
you can just make everything in that pan one time done.
And then in the oven.
And that's appropriate because I don't like dishes. And I don't even pretend. I just don't like doing dishes.
No one likes dishes. People, we like the easy things in life, but we want the flavor and the deliciousness.
And that's what we're going to work on right now. So first things first, I've got some ghee, and I've got... Wondering what the little darker bits are. I browned some lamb off earlier, and I kept those drippings because there's a lot of flavor in those drippings. You can add them back to the curry, you're going to get so much more flavor. So get that nice and hot. And today we're using leg of lamb cut.
Ooh.
Which is delicious. It takes a long time to cook, but if you can imagine, that muscle's working a lot. And during that time, it develops so much flavor. The only thing is, it's a little tougher, which means it needs longer time to cook.
So this is a recipe you need to allow for extra time.
This is and that's what I find is the best thing about winter, is the fact that the food you cook normally takes longer to get done. And during that time, it warms up your home and fills your home with like so much aroma and flavor and love. That's why I love this dish. Okay, so heating up all the ghee and that extra lamb fat, and you want to get a nice sear on this lamb, like properly dark and caramelized. Yeah. That's all flavor.
Oh, that sounds amazing. And this is Woolies' free-range lamb leg cubes that Clem is using. And it's never given any growth stimulants or routine antibiotics, especially selected for quality, tenderness, and flavor. And it's trimmed for outstanding value. And it's free to roam pastures and natural fields. So this is what you want. Everything is responsibly sourced.
And it is true. And it makes
responsibly.
It makes a huge difference in the flavor, and again, being responsible and ensuring that we're able to farm in the future. That's what you have to do, sustainably and responsibly sourced meat. Okay, so the trick again, like I said, get it properly nice and brown. And you
Look at that.
Get all that charred color on there. Once it's really nice and dark and brown, you're going to go in with your onions.
Okay.
This dish cooks, like you said, for quite some time, about 2 hours. So during that time, these chunks of onions some are gonna break down, some are gonna just stay there, but it's gonna be so soft and delicious and sweet. So get that into the pan. And as soon as you add the onions, you can add a little bit of salt.
And normally when you make a stew, you would usually go in with your onions first. So I love that you've done the lamb cuts first.
Yeah, and just kind of the reason for that is I just want those onions to kind of cook in the lamb fat, using the lamb like as best I can, so using the meat and the fat and getting that flavor into the onions. That's a great way how to do it. Normally, if it's a quicker dish, I would totally brown my onions off separately. But again, like I said, it's gonna cook for 2 hours, so time's gonna do everything. Then garlic goes in, and again, this is chunky, because it's just gonna cook down and cook away. The ginger, though, I would actually just break down this like a little bit. Just give it like a rough chop. So that's gonna go in.
Okay, so we've added some garlic, we're adding some ginger, you're adding some...
Curry leaves.
Curry leaves
are, I always say, if you're not good at making a curry, just add curry leaves to it.
And it will do it for you.
Immediately, you get all those aromas and the flavors the way it's supposed to be. So.
It was so funny. My brother's friend came to visit one day, and his mom obviously doesn't use curry leaves when they cook. And my mom was cooking up a curry, and he went to my brother. He's like, "Yeah, do you know there's a leaf in your mom's food?"
It's meant to be there.
It's meant to be there.
Oh, man, I love it. I love it. And I know some people do remove the curry leaves from the curry when they serve it. I'm like, no, don't. It's really good. It's amazing to actually have it in there. Some people even just chow the leaves, which I think is fine.
Okay, I don't know about that. I'll just scoop it to the side. Okay, you're about to add a curry. This is a vindaloo paste.
I'm using the vindaloo curry paste. And it's a quicker way of like blending all the spices, having everything in the one sachet. Also, these just like stock up in the drawer that I've got them, and I always know what it is. Because when it comes to curry in a hurry, or if you need a curry paste, these are really, really great to have.
Curry in a hurry, I like that.
Curry in a hurry. Talking about curry leaves and eating them, if you're looking for like a nice crispy topping to your curry as a garnish, if you shallow fry the curry leaves, or just fry them in a little bit of oil, they go super crispy. And they make the most amazing, like little crunchy element to your dish, because you can properly just eat them and they're just crunchy in your mouth. So that's a great way to like add a meaningful garnish to your dish.
Okay.
Okay, once this goes in, you kind of want to just slowly cook this to start toasting all the spices in your paste. And you're going to notice the color of the oil is going to start changing.
That's going to give you that curry color.
The curry color, absolutely. Ooh, and try and keep your ingredients in the pan. Or you can just hop over to a pot if you want. Next thing is going to be our tin tomatoes.
I can open that for you.
There we go.
Are you doing both?
Let's just go for one for now.
Okay.
So
And
you
you're
can see
just
that colour-
using normal tinned one.
Yeah, that is cherry tomatoes. I love them. They're a little sweeter than the normal tin tomatoes. And I love the actual size of the little cherry tomatoes in there. Once you've got that happening, we don't waste.
No, we don't waste. Is this something you're going to be cooking for Dad on Father's Day?
Absolutely. I'm going to make him like a whole lot of his favorite dishes.
Ooh.
So he's going to have everything on his favorite dish list.
Okay.
But this
And
is
does he
nice
have many things on his list? Is it a long list?
We're actually going to make some of the Father's Day favorites on Wednesday on the show,
Okay.
on the Culinary Hot Lamb link. Ting, ting, ting.
Ting, ting, ting.
But I know the fact that he's going to definitely want a curry. If the weather's nice, which apparently is not going to be happening, was going to bribe, but now I'm going to do like an indoor potjie, just like a selection of all his favorite things. He's got a sweet tooth, so there will
Amazing.
be an amazing dessert table.
Okay, now talk me through this. We have 3 easy steps ready in 2 minutes. A side order of Bombay potatoes.
So the thing about curries is not just the one element that you have. You got to put it up with like some naan, a bit of a yogurt dip. I've got the Bombay potatoes, which I absolutely love.
So you just put it into a bowl.
Pop it into the microwave and you're good to go. The flavor's amazing. Instead of cooking potatoes in this dish, I'm serving it as a separate element on its own using the Bombay potatoes.
Okay.
You also get the lentils, you also get the paneer, you get the whole mix. And that way, when you put it on the table, everything's like in slightly smaller pots. You create like a thali platter, but on the table.
Oh.
Everybody gets involved. I've got some naan, hands get in there, everything smells great, everyone's smiling. That's the
Amazing.
dish.
Chef Clem, this is incredible. I feel like we need more time for this recipe, but don't worry. If you want to get your hands on every single ingredient we've used in this recipe, head on over to woolworths.co.za and also stay tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast show. This whole week, we're going to bring you all the inspiration you need for Father's Day.
Yes.